Reverse dieting. What is it? You came to this video because you was interested. And if you are in fitness and losing weight, you should be interested. So we're going to talk about it now. All right, so what we're going to do is start off with the definition of a metabolic rate, but I'm going to make this really simple. You put out energy throughout the day through just moving. All right, so there's a number attached to how much movement you are doing throughout the day, and we're going to call this your metabolic rate. Okay, when you see people talking about, well, my metabolism is slow or my metabolism is fast, a lot of times that has something to do, if it's not medical / hormonal, then it has something to do with how much you are doing throughout the day. So remember, a rule of thumb, how much you move is usually how much you are going to put out. All right, that's how much energy you want to put. So in order to lose weight, a lot of people do something where they manipulate their metabolism through how much energy they put back into their body. Remember, food is a fuel source. All right, it's not just for tasting good. It's a fuel source. This is why there's a number attached to every single thing that you eat, which is, this is your daily caloric intake. All right, so the calories that you put back into your body have an effect on your metabolism and how much energy is put back into your body, so that either you're going to do a few things. You're going to either provide your body with enough fuel source in order to sustain where it is. You're going to overfeed it, so it will continue to grow. Your body will continue to grow, or you're going to underfuel your body and only give it a certain amount so that it can stay alive and stay out of starvation mode, so that what you will lose weight or body fat. Okay. So when we're losing weight, basically what happens is, when we're losing body fat, basically what happens is we're underfeeding our bodies, right? But it's in a safe way. So our bodies in turn say, I'm putting out more energy than what I'm getting in. I have to get this fuel from somewhere, i.e. it starts to use fat for fuel. It starts to break down the fat, turn this into basically ATP, and then your body has energy. Okay. So that's basically what it is. So, but I want to say this, over time, your body's metabolic rate, it doesn't necessarily change, right? Because if you're putting out 3,200 calories worth of energy, that's just what it's going to be. Okay. But your body will start to adjust to how much food and how much energy you're putting back into it so that it can survive. Okay, I want you to remember that. It's going to say, if you're only putting in 1,500 calories a day, your body's going to start to say, all right, I'm fine. I can live off of this, but I'm only going to require this much in order for me to live, right? So of course you see people, they get smaller and smaller and smaller, or for some people, they have the, adverse effect where they actually start to gain a little bit of weight because that actually may be too little for their body at that moment. But we're just going to stick to this general rule of thumb is your body's going to adapt to whatever you put into it. Okay. You're going to be able to function to a certain level off of this amount of calories. So as you lose weight and you get down to, you start to, let's say, only put in 1,500 calories. Once you hit your target goal, you are never, I want you to hear me, you are never supposed to eat for how much energy you are putting out. Basically, go back to a normal, regular caloric intake. All right. So if I've been dieting on 1,500 calories and I hit my goal, but my body I'm putting out 3,200 calories, I'm never supposed to automatically go right back up to 3,200 calories to reach my true maintenance calories. Never supposed to do that. What I'm supposed to, before I even get to supposed to, what will happen is your body, it has been sustaining here at 1,500 calories for so long, it's used to it now. So if you start to put in way more than normal, you are going to gain weight. It's going to recognize this as a caloric surplus really fast, right? Of course, there's a few hormonal situations that kind of have, ghrelin, leptin, all this other stuff like that. But what will happen is you will start to technically overfeed your body, and your body's going to not process this extra food fast efficient enough, all right, because it's not used to it. So you're going to gain weight, and you're going to gain it extremely fast. And I mean fast. So reverse dieting, what this does, what you're doing is you're incrementally adding calories to your diet each week. I want you to hear me. Each week, not each day. But what you're going to do is you're going to start at 1,500 calories. And then what you're going to do is say, hey, look, the most scientifically, from what I've studied, is the most you should add is about 200 calories per week to your diet. Once your body adjusts 50 to 200, once your body adjusts to this 50 to 200 range, depending on what your body type you have, how much you can truly handle, then you're going to, once you get to 1,700, and then of course you're going to get up to 1,900 that next week. And then you get to 2,100 that next week. So reverse dieting actually kind of can take a little bit or a little while for some people. And then for some body types, like me, when I did my reverse dieting, I just went ahead and started adding, right? I could take the extra calories just fine, right? My body just used it straight for fuel, and I was just fine. But for other people, they will gain weight really significantly, really fast. So reverse dieting is something that you do want to watch out for. You see bodybuilders use this stuff all the time, to where they actually have to diet out of the caloric deficit and start to just keep on adding calories. So if you get done and you lost 50, 60 pounds, you want to take some time to let your body adjust to you adding calories back into it. Or you're going to sit there and you're going to gain 30 pounds back and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't do as much as I wanted to do. But the fact is, your 6-month diet or your 6-month program is not over at 6 months. It may be over at 8 months instead of 6 months. It may take that amount of time. That's all I'm saying. This does not apply to everybody. Some people's bodies can take you adding on 500 calories instantly, and then the next week adding 500 more. Like, some people's bodies can take that. My body, I was fine. I did really well, adding maybe 300 calories that week, and then I went up again that following week because my body it did just fine. That's really what I have to say about that. But this is reverse dieting. This is a tool that you do want to use. This is something that you do not want to play around with when it comes down to your results. You don't want to just shock your body and start giving it a lot of food all at one time, because it can do a little bit of damage to the goals or to the results that you've gotten over all these months of hard work. All right. So if you have any more questions, you can comment down below. You can email me, and we can talk a little bit more when it comes down to your specific body and what your specific needs are. Let me ask you a question. Why don't you get on the grind? Peace.